नमस्कार दोस्तों, good morning and good evening to everyone. Hope everyone is doing well and they are safe and healthy. So, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is a new YouTube channel that we have launched just today, and we are going to take one step at a time. So, as we move ahead, first we will come up with the weekly view videos where we'll talk about the current trend in the market, what is the view that is coming up during the next week, what are the key activities or the key action that is coming up which might guide the market. I will also talk about few stock picks that might help you to take few calls, and then we'll end we'll finish with a kind of a knowledge sharing or a gyan of the day. So before we start, I just wanted to ensure that as you know, the stock market is is always depending on the situation, will always vary, and your investment is subject to the market risk. So whatever I am going to talk about, that is purely from the standpoint that I see, because nobody knows where the market will take a move, and it is purely based on the view that I have, and it is more for a educational purpose. So you can take it as a view or take it as a guidance or take it as a help, but then finally you have to take a call. You have to take advice from your financial advisor, and then probably take it forward if you really like. So definitely the responsibility of the trade or responsibility of a particular position that you are going to take will solely depend on you. Okay friends, let's start. So what is the current view? So current view is bearish, to put it straight. So why I am saying that it is bearish? Because if you look at the last 6 weeks, which is almost like 1.5 month, there is tremendous bull run. We almost covered 1000 points in 6 weeks, from 10,300 to 11,300, and there is a massive run. I think it happens, but not very frequently, and then there was a bear follow-up that happened last week. So I have analyzed few charts. You can also look at the chart using the analysis or the chart candle that you are using. So what I observe is last 3 days of last week, Nifty made lower highs and lower lows. So technically it is definitely at a bearish zone, but nothing to worry at this point. That's what I would say. So what are the key support level, the immediate support levels that we have? So immediate support level as per the option chain analysis that I can see, it is around 11,000, 10,950, but there will be definitely very strong support which will be at 10,859, which is a 200-day simple moving average. So talking about the resistance, where is the resistance? I think if the market moves, the immediate resistance will be 11,100 to 11,200, and if it can break that with some good news and good moves, it will have the next level of resistance at 11,300 to 11,400. I really don't see that we should go down below 10,850, and we should not move up more than 10,400 unless there is something dramatic that happens. But I will take the range for next week to be from 11,200 to 10,850. So what are the key events that is coming up? I think we should be aware. So one of the things that we should watch out is that there is an extended stimulus package that is being discussed, and mostly it might get finalized by Monday, Tuesday. That is something we have to keep an eye on the immediate basis. And also, like, we have to keep on focusing on the US election. There is some reversal happening, as you might be following on different forums. I think there is slight change or reversal that has happened. So you have to keep a watch on that. And obviously the at the moment the most critical or the fact of the moment is that the COVID. So we have to see what is the progress that is happening on the vaccine and the corona situation. So that will definitely influence the market. There are some news coming in that in Russia they are almost ready, and of course there are some good news that is coming up from different forums where the hope of a vaccine is very much intact, and we should have it in some few months. Everyone is very hopeful about that. Now, talking about the data, Friday the GST data came out for July, which looked more or less fine, and the auto sales data came up for July, which again looks very encouraging. So looks like there is a there is a sign of recovery in the auto sales. And one more key event that is coming up is the RBI policy meet that will start from August 4th. So talking about few of the picks, I thought I will give one for long term, one for short term, and one for momentum pick. But then I have given two for long term because currently, as we know, that banking industry is going through a tough time. But I did not want to shy away from mentioning that I definitely see ICICI Bank as one of the very good bet at this current price. So what I would suggest you is that don't put in all your money at one shot, because it might again correct further to 280 level. I don't expect it to go down below 280 in the worst case scenario, but then again it is not the other way around. It doesn't ensure that it will definitely go to 280. So put maybe 10% or 20% at the current price, and then slowly you can put another 10% if it goes down a little bit. And as I read through the recommendations, I think definitely we can have a target price of 450. Another stock that I wanted to give an option, if you really don't want to go with ICICI Bank, is the Relaxo footwear. So it is almost bottoming out. So on Friday it was moving around in the range of 580 to 600. So it might be there for a few more days. So this will be a good pick definitely. Again, as per my view, you have to really look at the facts, really do your own analysis, own research, and then finally press the buy button. And another suggestion I would make is that if you want to say purchase Relaxo footwear, maybe 50% you put it now, and then 50% you keep it in case there is some correction, but I really don't expect. Short term peak wise, Dabur is something which is having the momentum, and the fundamentals are definitely good as always. So I would say you can accumulate around 500 and with a target of 535, but definitely keep a stop loss at 470. Cipla was showing a very good momentum on Friday, and it has got all the reasons, as you know, that it has also got the coronavirus medicine under its arms currently. So it will be a little risky call, but then if you really want to pick up a momentum stock, then I would suggest Cipla at around 712. You can probably pick depending on your risk appetite, and but definitely ensure that you exit if it is a very short term view, because it has got a very good run up, so it might definitely correct. So you should be able to exit before it corrects, and again keep a stop loss of 680 in case it goes down or it happens to move in the opposite direction. So these are the picks that I could think of for next week. Hope it will help. Again, as I wanted to reiterate that please do your own research before finalizing and pressing the buy button. Okay, last but not the least, just wanted to share some knowledge. So why market rallied? Because if you really look at it, there is some response or some remarks coming in from RBI also last week that there is a huge difference between economy and the stock market. Yes, definitely, because on the right side of the table, as you can see, currently on 31st July, we have crossed the P of value more than 30. I don't remember seeing 30 plus P, ever. So usually the P that Indian stock market used to have is within the range of 10 to 30, and the highest usually we see is in the range of 28 29. The price that was during 2019 most duration, like for example in July, June July time frame, again towards October, because there was some correction after July post the budget. Why market rallied? So basically I would say, to put in a very concise manner, is the liquidity in the system. Obviously there is a lot of liquidity that is given, not to run the stock market, but then definitely to help out the corporate and the help out the economy as such. But then if you want to open up the floodgate, right, as a Fed or as a RBI, so you cannot open up just one floodgate and keep others closed. So it doesn't work that way. So you have to open up a few floodgates at one time, and then that is one of the key reasons that I see why it has happened. And on the comparison, again, as you see, the deposit rate or the interest rate has significantly reduced, not in India but in US, Europe, everywhere, right? So the historical P comparison or the P ratio that we used to know, 10 to 30, might not work in this scenario. So what I mean to say, if you look at my table on the right side, in 2019 the PE was 2829. The return will be obviously 100 divided by 28 or 29. If you do, it will come around 3.44%, and the deposit rate is 6%, right? So now the PE becomes 30, the return is 3.33%, which is less than 3.44 definitely. But then at the same time deposit rate has gone down, which will definitely give a certain space for the P to grow further before the market stabilizes or corrects for a significant correction. So you have to watch out when the liquidity is taken back, or when the situation is reversed. Obviously all the economies would be working on that, because if you have too much liquidity, it will definitely influence the inflation, and it will have a negative impact if you want to keep it open for a long view. So that's my view, but definitely there are so many factors that influence the market. So this is one of the views, or few factors that I could see, and then I thought of sharing with you. But then as I told, the market correction can come at any point of time, at any day, and you should be ready. So it doesn't matter whether you are investing, you are an investor, or you are doing any short term trading or trade or long term trade, you should be ready. You should definitely, for example, hedge your positions and make yourself safe. So that's what I would suggest. Another thing I just wanted to put forward before I finish is gold is at all time high. So this is something to think about. So this I will leave it to you. Why gold is at all time high? What do you feel? What do you think? You can actually comment and let me know also, and how it will impact the stock market. So maybe I will talk about it in the next session. So that's all for now, friends. So this is the first video that we are making, so I request everyone to subscribe to our channel, so that it definitely gives a is thumbs up. It gives a lot of inspiration or a lot of motivation to us, and also press the like button, and also you can share with your friends. That will help me to get the visibility. So thanks everyone, and please do take care of yourself. See you next week. Until then, bye bye.